this year, we may see something similar. A nice shake and bake there from Connor Ondrick as Martins will try to help him out. Ondrick's got it on the back for the defense. Here's Martins. Martins playing usually a little bit back there, trying to hit up to Cam Vitavelli, trying to find something down the turf. But instead, Pittsfield will try to do something as Davis. You know, Davis, interesting story for him, coming from Belchertown. The sophomore product was a mid-semester transition for him last year, but this year he has come in, and he's played a nice role here for these Pope Francis Cardinals at the midfield. Pittsfield's got it again. They'll try to chip it back. And we get our first looks of Will Kinney, the senior netminder for Pittsfield, as the Cardinals will try to get the ball back. It's Sam Graham. That ball will take a weird bounce over his head and land back on the cleats of Pittsfield. They'll just kick it way deep down the field trying to hit something, but instead they get a big Connor Ondrick presence in the way, and Pittsfield's got it again. Pittsfield just moving in the round, trying to do something. Nice passing here from Pittsfield, trying to get their flow of the game going, but it's going to be hard to do with the Cardinals' big defense, and that's led by Andrew Ferreira, the sophomore defender from Ludlow, Mass. Big presence for Pope Francis, as the Cardinals will try to get something down the field again. This is Connor Ondrick. Instead, Martins will just take it from him and try to chip it back. Get our first looks at Trulio on the night. Berto will just try to kick it up, trying to hit something, but instead Pittsfield gets in the way. Vitavelli's got it. Here's Ryan Vitavelli. Gets chipped back to Ondrick. Connor Ondrick. Lots of seniors on this Cardinal team. The presence of the senior leadership, that is something that we have seen throughout this season. One of the main reasons why they're starting so hot is, meanwhile, here it's Cam Vitavelli. He's got it on the right side, trying to cross it to the middle, but a shot, and it's a nice save made there by Will Kinney. So 1 for 1 is Mr. Will. Laughs in the face of Cam Vitavelli, but that was a good scoring opportunity there for Pope Francis. Almost had it going, but Cardinals now will look to get it back. Again, folks, thank you for tuning in. Reminder to like and subscribe to our content. Mr. Jeffrey, Andrew Sarazina, Caleb, they are all on site, ready to go, helping prepare for this game. Andrew Sarazina may be eating some wings, but he's still effective. And meanwhile, here a shot. Ooh, a blistering shot from the Cardinals. They have started with some pulse-pounding attacks here thus far on Will Kinney, getting him ready to go. It will be his second save of the game already. I believe it will be a corner coming here for Pope Francis. Okay, so Ryan Davis will take the corner kick for Pope Francis. So first corner kick of the game for the Cardinals comes courtesy of Ryan Davis. Here's Davis, a nice boot, trying to cross it up in the middle. That ball will stay up there. Chaos in the crease there for a minute, but Pittsfield's able to clear away. Cardinals still trying to get it back. Ryan Vitavelli, last time we saw him, he was perfect, scoring 2 goals. Cardinals this year, talk of soccer. Started this year out on fire. Here's Ferreira. He's got it, trying to hit Cam Vitavelli. Vitavelli will try to take it. Vitavelli trying to fight for that ball. He's got it right side. Cam trying to get there, and Pittsfield will just clear away. It'll be a throw-in coming in here for Pope Francis, and I believe it'll be the senior Rich Roy who will have the honors of throwing it in for Pope Francis. Ryan Vitavelli will try to make a play there. Tamel's got it. Tamel over to Rich Roy. Roy's trying to hit Sam Graham. Shot here. Goes back to Graham. Graham trying to make a play there, but Kinney will cover up for dear life, and he'll make the save. So his third save of the game already. Cardinals putting on the attack here on Pittsfield. Pittsfield, and you thought they were trying to come out with something nice passing, but the Cardinals thus far have been all the presence on offense, as meanwhile Ondrick will try to just play some hardcore defense. But Pittsfield's able to get a nice rush here. Here they come. They're shaking and baking. Cardinals, remember, the big red machine is what they are this year. On the defensive side, they are just almost impossible to score a goal on them from what we've seen thus far, as Davis will try to get going, but nothing there. And Pittsfield here with a nice rush. Here they come. Numbers for Pittsfield. Trying to cross it to the middle. And a shot here, and it goes in. Fast start here for Pittsfield. It's Mekhi Shepherdson, the junior, putting it in for the visitors. And just like that, Cardinals have had the attack, but Pittsfield has got the laugh. 1-0 Pittsfield. Thanks to Mekhi Shepherdson at the 34-14 mark. Putting it in for Pittsfield. 1-0 they lead. Cardinals looking for a response now. So Pittsfield getting off the bus. They're A-okay right now. So handball. Cardinals now going to have to make a play. Man, oh, we're trying to get something the other way, trying to hit Vitavelli. Ryan Vitavelli, a shot, but a save is made again. Will Kinney has been put up to the task, and he has been a key for Pope Francis this far. We roll on here on Pope Prep. Like and subscribe to our content. That's what I would say for everything in the classroom, outside the classroom, on the athletic fields, in the academic world. We have it all for you here on Pope Prep. Because remember, folks, this is where the champions play. And like my good friend Nick Bertelli says, this is where the champions are made. As the Cardinals are trying to get something here. Frustrating start here for the first 8 minutes and change. Soon to be changed for the first roughly about 8 minutes. If we were rounding, it would be about 8 minutes in my estimation, but you know. It would have been 7.5 minutes, but you know, we're just going to change things up because that's what we do here on Pope Prep. As Ryan Davis will try to find that soccer ball. You can ask Mr. Moore. I'm really not the mathematician per se. I just stick to the commentating, and I can count to 10, and which is usually good in cases like this, because soccer games are usually low-scoring games, per se. Cardinals now looking to play some defense, as Cardinals here just need to get on the offensive side now, as Pittsfield, surprisingly, have come in here, the Generals, and have put on the general attack on Pope Francis with a 1-0 feast on the scoreboard for them. Be a free kick here for Pittsfield. Be a deep kick. That one will bounce through the 20-yard line unless Cody Martins tries to go in there with the head. That ball will roll out of bounds. Alberto Trulio will have the goal kick unless Mike Wolanski will decide to take it, and he will. In case you're just joining us, the undefeated Cardinals are having a bit of a traffic stop here on their home turf. Pittsfield have come in and have put the pedal to the metal as they take the early 1-0 lead, as Martins is just going to try to do it himself. Here he comes, charging down the left side. It's Martins. Martins trying to stop on a dime. He'll just keep going. Beast mode, Cody Martins. Oh, and he throws a man down to the turf, too. Remember the last game we saw Bryce Russ threw a poor Westfield player immediately off the turf and onto the track. That would be the turf track special, as we like to say here on Pope Prep. The TNT, the dynamite special for that poor Westfield player. Another corner, Ryan Davis. The second one, here it is. Big ball coming in. Martin's trying to make a play. That'll hang up in the air again. A shot here will just be covered up with some ease by Will Kinney. His 5th save already, so he has been put up to the task. And at the end of the day, he is paying off for the visitors.
Nice kick right out of bounds. That was impressive.
Well, Kinney He has been a star of the show, except for there. That one was heading back to Pittsfield. As Davis will try to make him pay for the mistake. It's Ferreira. Not sure what he was looking at there. Unless somehow Jonathan Godsall's on the bench said, I'm open. I don't know what he was hearing from there. As we roll on, sunny skies, Springfield, MA. I don't know where else I'd rather be right now. Then here, Wednesday afternoon, perfect timing for some soccer on the pitch, some football. As Cam Vitavelli will try to get there, some blazing speed, making it a little bit difficult for Will Kinney, but he'll cover up. He's been up to the task thus far. Oh, what are the highs he's missing? As Pope Francis will place in defense, it's Wolanski. Wolanski will throw it out, and it will roll on to the JV game. Cardinals looking to get something up the right side. Here's Cam Vitavelli. Vidovelli over to Vitavelli. Vitavelli is trying to do a little crisscross applesauce, but instead we see a Pittsfield player tumbling and rumbling onto the turf. Here's Rich Roy. Roy's trying to make a play up the field. Termel will just try to kick it as well. Maybe trying to hit Vitavelli. Ryan Vitavelli trying to get there. Cannot. Pittsfield. Just nice passing. They have commanded the first half thus far, and at least on the scoreboard they have, as the Cardinals will try to get some attack going. A tough customer to deal with here this afternoon is Pittsfield. Meanwhile, up the right side, Pittsfield's got it, trying to throw it on goal, but Alberto Trulio will head to a knee and make the save. Alberto will give that one a good boot. That one hang up there for a few minutes, felt like. I thought it was going to hit the sky and come back down. They came right back down to Pittsfield as Coney Martins will make poor Irving Chirias hit the turf, but instead Irving's going to laugh while he's on the turf because it's going to be Pittsfield ball. Pittsfield trying to do something here. Martins will just clear away. Maybe trying to hit Vitavelli. Vitavelli trying to get in there. Pittsfield will clear it up the field again. Trulio won't have to do much work there. Save made. 26 and change left to go now in this first half. Cardinals looking to get on the scoreboard. 26 and change. I'm making up for the mistake. Well, I'd still fail the quiz if we were grading out of 2. I need a 1 out of 2. I know that. Meanwhile, on the turf, Pittsfield tries to fire in on Alberto Trulio, but Alberto says, no, I will catch the ball and make the save. And he'll give it a good kick again. He's got the goal kick going for him. Here's Ryan Vitavelli trying to get in there, but hot potato. Who has the hot potato? Not Mr. Vitavelli right now. Here's Martins. Martins over to Vitavelli. Vitavelli over to Termel. Over to Davis. Davis trying to get in there. He's got to get back now. Running fast is Mr. Davis. Oh! And he delivers a big hit there. Ryan Davis. Casey Miranda, the senior, got sent back in time by Mr. Ryan Davis. That was a turn back the clock there. He got sent back to freshman year on that one. Substitution coming in for Pope Francis. It'll be Nick Dias, the sophomore. And number 2, coming out for Pope Francis is the defenseman, the senior, Connor Ondrick. Martins. Over to Davis. Davis has got it. Molansky. Molansky trying to hit Vitavelli. Here's Cam Vitavelli in a foot race for that ball on the right side. He's going to try to cross it to the middle sooner rather than later. Vitavelli will chip it back. Shot here. That one will head over the net. So Martins. Good outlook there, but just not near the net. Over the net, as a matter of fact. Davis and Molansky trying to make a play. Roy's going to get back now. Rich just trying to do something there. Here's Molansky. A shot. Oh, and a big time save by Trulio. That one's still up there. Rebound. That will head out of bounds, and it'll be a corner for Pittsfield. So this Pittsfield team is giving the Cardinals a run for their money. Pittsfield will kick it in now. Cardinals trying to make a play. They do. They'll try to clear out. Dias is going to go run for that ball. Good effort there from Mr. Dias. Cardinals here need some defense. Shot saved by Trulio. Big time save from Alberto. That one's up there again. Ooh, that's not a good save. A good save there. Chaos in the crease as a Pittsfield player ran directly into the post. He got posted on that one. Man, that was a scary situation for Pope Francis. If the goal didn't wake him up, that certainly must have. Cardinals are looking for a source of offense any way they can get one. At this point, it'll be Pittsfield ball. Coming near the halfway point of the first half, Pittsfield with all the answers thus far. Pittsfield looking to do something. Dias has got it back. Here's Termel. Trying to hit it over to Ryan Davis. Davis and Dias trying to make a play. The two sophomore connection at the midfield stripe. Vitavelli trying to get back. Molansky will just try to kick it in. Here's Vitavelli. Vitavelli trying to hit Martins. Here's Cody. Here's Cody Martins over to Dias. Trying to make a play there. Cannot. And it's going to be a foot race here for this ball. It's going to be a breakaway coming in. Here comes Pittsfield in the shot, but sprawling save is made there by Alberto Trulio. So a little bit of a scary rush there as Pittsfield had it with some speed. It was Mekhi Shepherdson who scored at the 34-14 mark of this game. As the other way, the Cardinals are going to try to come, but Will Kinney will just try to make the save. So goalie to goalie it goes. But this time Will's just going to kick it in to Rich Roy. So Will's played a strong first half other than the goal kicks. It's been a thing of concern here for Mr. Will. I wonder if it'll bite him in the back later in this one. Knowing how good the Cardinals are, they need something coming. And it will be Pittsfield possession. Molansky trying to get in there with a duo of Pittsfield midfielders. Rich Roy. Roy looking to make it somewhat of a play. Martin's trying to help out. Here's Roy. Roy trying to cross it up to Vitavelli. Here's the Rhino. Ryan trying to move it up somehow, some way, but a shot will be covered up by Pittsfield and Mr. Will Kinney He makes the save. And he'll kick it up into the air. Trying to find something. And Vitavelli trying to make a play. But again, it'll be Pittsfield possession. Referees getting their fair share of work in tonight. Cardinals trying to make a save. Berto, I'm not sure what that was. A chip pass with his hands. Trying to maybe hit someone on Pittsfield, but it may work to perfection here as Martins will just take it back and shake and bake. Trying to find something up. Here's Dias. Dias trying to make a play, but Pittsfield was there quickly. Turmel on the back end. Now moving it up. Here come the Cardinals trying to do something, but the Pittsfield defense has been very underrated thus far, and let me tell you, they've been pretty good up to this point. Here's Pope Francis. Again, trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time here this afternoon. Turmel trying to move it up. Cardinals trying to kick it in, but instead, Pittsfield, thought it was going to go out of bounds, but the Cardinals got it back. Here's Dice trying to make sure everyone can stay on sides. Back to Turmel. Turmel moving around and shaking and baking, and a shot. Almost to the field goal post, not near the soccer net. We have a timeout on the field called by head coach Mark Richards for Pope Francis. He will stop us at 18:24 left to go here in the first half. Coming up, remainder of the first half. That's all coming up. Stay tuned. Pope Prep, keep it locked, because this is where the champions play, and this is where the champions are made. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout is officially in the past, as Pope Francis looking to get on the scoreboard. And a slow start for Mark Richards and his crew. Looking for a response, and a response rather quickly. There's Ryan Vitavelli trying to move it up the field. That one took a weird bounce, and it rounds right onto the cleats of Ryan Davis. Here comes Davis trying to move it up, trying to find something up the field of Pope Francis. Here's Turmel. Jack Turmel's got it. Cardinals moving it around. Nice passing here from Pope Francis as Orzelak tries to make a play. Orzelak down the left side. Nice play there from Orzelak. Here's Ferreira. Big A Andy. Moving it over to Turmel. Jack Turmel's got it. Moving it in to Cody Martins. Martins trying to move it up to Vitavelli, but that one will roll out of bounds. Cardinals moving in the round. Here's Davis. Davis has got it. Cardinals moving it up to Andy Ferreira. Here's the big A on the attack position now, usually on the defense. Here comes Pope Francis. Trying to move it up. Wolanski's got it. Not for long as Martins will try to help him out. Here's Cody. Cody, nice footwork. Trying to hit up to Cam Vitavelli. Troy. Cardinals trying to play some defense as Bryce Russ has entered the game. Let's see him, rather quick player. Mr. Bryce Russ, the junior. Watching him develop throughout his career has been something to see for sure, as Russ will fire a blister and directly into the cleats of Ryan Vitavelli. Here comes Pope Francis again. Orzelak's going to try to get there on the left side, but that one will roll out of bounds. Substitution coming in. The man who pulled the gritty tonight, Mr. Jason Reiser, entering the game. Ryan Vitavelli will take a seat.
I need a 7-second delay.
Andy's got it. Andy, I'm not sure where you was aiming on that one. That one will roll out of bounds. Here comes Pope Francis. Termel's got it. They were trying to get something on the scoreboard. It's been a slow first half for them, but with one kick, everything can change. Davis. Davis moving in the round. Termel to Ferreira. Back to Russ. Russ has got it over to Davis. Davis to Wolanski. Wolanski's got it. Moving over to Roy. Roy back to Wolanski. Wolanski moving it up the right side, trying to hit Vitavelli with a right leg. They'll try to cross it in. Vitavelli takes a seat, and he goes down. There'll be a corner coming for Pope Francis. Rich Roy, I believe, will take this corner. Here's Roy moving it into Davis. Davis will take it. Shot here, trying to move it in. Cardinals, Vitavelli trying to get there, but it goes just past him. Took a weird bounce. Moved back. Vitavelli trying to fire in a long ball, but a sprawling save. Up in the air, he went like a wide receiver in the NFL. He makes the play. Does Mr. Will Kinney of Pittsfield. And a good game on the pitch here tonight at Pope Francis. You know, I was thinking about it after the Westfield game. There was a incident where Westfield was able to get a penalty kick off of a handball. And it was a questionable handball, to say the least. Went off his hand, but did so barely. I wonder if we could get a VAR system here at Pope Francis, like you see in the major soccer leagues. We'll have to talk with our producer, Andrew, about that. So if you've never heard of VAR, it's like a thing that FIFA and the Premier League, the Champions League, they all use it to determine goals and things like that. I wonder if with our technology, if a referee could be able to see a replay and make a judgment off of the play.
As a referee myself that does youth-level sports, we are not allowed to use instant replay. So for all of those of you wonderful folks out there who try to go to referees, or as coaches say, go to referees and say, I have it on Huddle, or I have it on whatever other live streaming softwares you have, that's great, we can't use that. So just a PSA to all of you that
Okay, so I'll keep my mouth shut about that as Ryan Davis tries to fire in a corner kick. It goes in! All day long. Jack Turmel puts it in for Pope Francis. And just like that, Pope Francis ties this game up. Take a look at the replay here, and the shot went in for Jack Turmel. And Turmel evens us and makes us level at 1 apiece. Cardinals, resilience on the pitch. That has been the summary of the Cardinal season. The strong leadership group of Pope Francis, the seniors, truly showing the leadership qualities and the importance of not giving up. So Jack Turmel puts it in for Pope Francis. Martins has got it. Martins looking to move it up to Andy Ferreira. Here's Ferreira trying to do something there, but Pittsfield will try to move it back. Bryce Russ. Russ moves it back to Alberto Trulio. Trulio trying to move it in. Picks a head ball off Pittsfield. Took a weird bounce as well. Davis. Davis trying to make a play. Davis is quick. I mean, as from personal experience playing tennis with him, he's a fast athlete. Ferreira trying to get back, trying to make a play before he can. The whistle will blow, and the Cardinals will have a goal kick. These are the nights I personally love. I mean, soccer, on a night like this, it's sunny, sort of a breeze. I mean, you can't really feel anything in the hot chamber that is the press box up here sometimes. I mean, I will be wanting to come back to this feeling when we hit the October and November months of the fall sports season, and we're up here in the freezing cold temperatures. That is not fun, but you know what is fun? Nights like tonight. Pope Francis soccer. The undefeated Cardinals taking on Pittsfield. Pittsfield giving them a run for their money in this first half. That's what it's been thus far. But the Cardinals with the resilience, leadership of the seniors, the battle-tested Cardinals, and Pittsfield are tied at 1 apiece. Here's Jason Reiser moving it in. Cardinals have got it. Davis trying to hit Jonathan Gonsalves. Gonsalves looking to make a play along with a fresh sea of new Cardinals trying to get those fresh legs out on the field. As the Cardinals trying to search for that ball, but it'll roll out of bounds. Pittsfield throws it out of bounds. As Turmel will throw it back into Mr. Ryan Davis. Davis, I don't think he's taken one seat tonight. He's been out there all game. Here's Turmel. Turmel out to Andy Ferreira. Turmel over to Reiser. Reiser back to Martins. Martins, Ferreira. Andy trying to get in there, trying to make a play before he can. A Pittsfield player will go down. And now Pittsfield. Ball kicked it in. Pope Francis trying to make a play. Russ will just leave it up in the air. Vitavelli trying to get in there as well. You have to be impressed by Pope Francis. I mean, slow start, but the Cardinals have found it a little bit back here thus far. Substitution coming in for Pope Francis. It'll be Owen Trammell, the sophomore. So again, the Trammell family bloodline continues to run in Pope Francis. And Andrew Ferreira will take a seat. Here's Pope Francis. Here's Cody Martins. Martins trying to lob it up somehow to Jason Reiser, hoping for Will Kinney to make a mistake. Andrick trying to move it up to Davis. Davis trying to get in there, trying to make a play. Martins looking around. Gonsalves has got it. Nice play by Gonsalves. Oh, and he takes a slide shuffle on the turf. You know, having the last name of Gonsalves is quite the honor for him, as he knows. You know, I am his cousin, but he's one heck of a soccer player. Trammell trying to get in there, trying to make a play. Instead, Owen Trammell will try to help him out. Here's Ryan Vitavelli over to Reiser. Davis trying to move it up somehow, some way, trying to hit something up the field. Maybe to Jonathan Williams was the intended target, but instead it was a slow Pittsfield movement there. Nice Russ. Ooh, that was a nice head ball there. Here's Ryan Vitavelli. Vitavelli, ooh, shake and a bake as he moves over to Martins. Martins is twisting and turning his defenders as he tries to go through them, and he does somehow, some way. That was absolutely incredible. Martins went through 3 defenders. Ooh, and a nice behind the back pass as he tries to move it up. Here's Vitavelli. Vitavelli, a scraper. That one will move out to Gonsalves. Takes a weird bounce on him. He'll use the head. Moving over to Jonathan Williams, trying to at least. Here's Andrick trying to move it back to Russ. Bryce Russ. Moving it up to Martins. Martins. Cody. Trying to make a play. Here's Cody. Can he go all the way and finish it? Razzle! Dazzle! Cody Martins. Man, oh man, on that one. Cody Martins says, you know what? I'm done with the tie. I want the lead. Yes, indeed. Cody Martins. He has gone through defenders all game. Rat-tat-tat. The Cardinals have come back, and they have taken the lead on Pittsfield. Cody Martins, the man, the myth, the legend. What a goal. What a game for Mr. Martins. Jeepers creepers. That's what the Pittsfield fans are saying right now. Pope Francis have come back, taking the lead on Pittsfield. It's been a great run for their money here tonight for Pope Francis. Cardinals now have the lead back. Here's Cody Martins. Martins has got it. Trying to move it into Jonathan Gonsalves. Davis trying to go in there and make a play. Vitavelli looking to help him out. Gonsalves will try to take it instead. Jonathan looking to make a play. Here's Pittsfield. Russ will take it instead. Trammell's got it. Trammell over to Davis. Ryan Davis. Look out, he's got someone coming behind him, but he's smart enough to read that play as Vitavelli shoves a Pittsfield man to the turf. Mike Bush, the senior, trying to make a play as well. Vitavelli, nice scrap there for the ball. Here comes Vitavelli. Vitavelli, you don't even see him, and a shot, and it goes in. Rat tat tat, Ryan Vitavelli. Bada bing, bada boo, the money man himself. So that is 3 goals in 2 games for which we've seen him on home turf. He likes his turf, and just like that, Pope Francis have increased the lead to 3-1. Indeed, the Cardinals. What a story. I mean, an undefeated season thus far. They have shocked Western Mass in every possible facet, and thus far they're here beating Pittsfield. And they have come back from 1-0. It was a tough first half at first, but towards the end of it, you started to see the cracks in the foundation for Pittsfield. And the Cardinals exploited those cracks and have a nice lead on the scoreboard. Rolling stop will be made by Will Kinney. It was a strong start to the first half for Mr. Kinney, but instead, this game has completely taken a role reversal for him, and the save has been made. Stop here will be made by Trulio. Roberto Trulio's got it. Nice kick. Trying to hit it up to Vitavelli again. Vitavelli head ball. He's going to look for some help. He's going to roll onto the cleats of Mike Bush. Here's Michael Bush trying to find something up the field. That one will roll into the back of the track. The time will tick down in this first half. Tick, tick, tick now, says the time. Pope Francis. What a game thus far they've played. The resilience and the fight of this team is something that we will remember deep into the season, as they will soon be in the playoffs. We can almost guarantee that. That'll be interesting to see for sure. But Pope Francis, the statement is made. If you come in here and give it a fight, they'll come back and make it an evening. And Pope Francis will head to halftime with a 3-1 lead. Coming up, we got the halftime announcements. We'll bring them to you from the booth here. That's all coming up, folks. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. We'll be back in a flash. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready here to start this second half. Back, ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, we're back ready to go here for this second half. Cardinals on top of the Generals 3-1. I mean, that first half, domination from Pittsfield to start, but then Pope Francis suddenly turned around, hit the light switch on that timeout, and from then that point on, 3 unanswered goals from the Pope Francis side, including a dazzler from Cody Martins. And just like that, Pope Francis leads by a score of 3-1. Shots on target in that first half, according to our statistician Caleb, 7 for Pope Francis and 4 for the visitors. As Pope Francis now will move from left to right, and the visitors from Pittsfield will move from right to left, as this shot will just be an easy bouncer into Mr. Will Kinney. Davis trying to make a play there as Pittsfield will try to move it up again, but instead it's Rich Roy. I mean, tonight I think the unsung hero, although Martins and Vitavelli and the rest of the gang has been inspiring, it's been the Pope Francis ability to play defense. The Great Wall of Red, like we used to say. I'm just going to start calling it the Big Red Machine back there. It's been incredible to see for Pope Francis. Wolanski and Ferreira. They have just, and Russ and Andrick and the rest of the gang have been on lockdown all night. Field throwing it in.
Been corrected by his
Over to Rich Roy, and Rich Roy will just nail this one out of bounds. It's been a interesting game thus far. This afternoon will shortly turn into an evening. And an interesting game. I mean, it's been back and forth. Pace of play has been there. Pope Francis has been there as well. They've been doing it all thus far. And now Pope Francis has the opportunity to take a big lead, and Vitavelli trying to hit Vitavelli, trying to go veto to veto, but no cognito. Martins has been all over the jukebox that is Mr. Martins as he takes a tumble to the turf. Referee's hand goes up. That'll be Pope Francis' possession now. Here's Russ. Russ has got it. Mr. Martins. Russ instead will take it. Comes Pope Francis. Trammell over to Davis. Davis moving it back to Wolanski. Wolanski's got it. Rich Roy. Roy just trying to chip it in somehow, some way, but a save will be made eventually by Will Kinney. Wolanski. Cardinals, nice passing here. Here they come again. Andrick moving in the round. Cardinals trying to fire another one in. Vitavelli's got a nice open net. He's going to have to move quick, however. It's not going to be there for long as he gets tumbled to the turf. No call. I'd be a little upset if I were Vitavelli, but that's besides the point. Here's Andrick. Andrick's got it. Back to Davis. Ryan Davis trying to move it up to Cam Vitavelli. Vitavelli's in a foot race for that one, but it's out of his outstretched reach. And position will head for? Pittsfield. Pittsfield. It's been a doubleheader for them, so most of their varsity and junior varsity teams are here tonight as the main entree game is here on the big turf. As that's a bad pass and a steal by the Cardinals, they'll try to make an opportunity out of it. That one will probably sail out of bounds unless Pittsfield can make a play. They can't. JV for Pittsfield is on the grass. And the big game, the varsity boys, are here on the turf. Rich Roy will try to keep it alive or may just let it roll out of bounds. He will, so he can get the throw in. Smart soccer. Smart football by Mr. Richard. Davis. Davis over to Martins. Martins back to Tamel. Lansky trying to make a play somehow, some way, but he cannot. Lansky trying to get in there with a header. Lansky will kick it out again. Pittsfield trying to lob it in with a head, but before they can, referee's hand will go up. I believe offsides is called. Malansky moving it up, trying to hit Vitavelli or Tamel. Trying to move it into Rich Roy. But here's a good chance for Pittsfield, but Alberto Trulio says no, no, no. So Alberto will cover up. Alberto will kick it deep down the field. Over to Cam Vito. Ryan Vito trying to get in there as well, trying to help him out. Alberto will cover up once again. Cardinals have quieted down Pittsfield. As Vitavelli takes a tumble to the turf. Davis. Davis trying to kick it in. A shot here. That one will. Did it go in? Oh, it went over the net. I thought it went in there for a quick second, but it did not. Went over the net. Pope Francis will have the opportunity to add another. Anyway, Vitavelli will try to make a play for that ball. And that will head out of bounds. Rich Roy will throw it in. Jonathan Williams will come in. And Ryan Davis, for the first time tonight, will take a seat. Good effort from Ryan Davis here tonight. I'm sure we will see him again. We'll get some claps for him. And Trulio will cover up. Pope Francis has the opportunity to start this season 4-0. Heading into Friday night. Again, folks, Friday night, biggest game of the year. I can't stress this enough. Pope Francis playing Long Meadow. Family night. Let's make sure that bring the family down. It's going to be a fun night at Pope. The soccer team is on fire, as you can see here from this game and many others like this. Going to start the year likely undefeated if they can hold out with this 3-1 lead. Cardinals trying to move it up again. Minavelli trying to make a play. Cannot. Instead, however, Pittsfield will try to do something, but instead, it's been a game of who's got the ball and who's going to turn it over next. Pope Francis making the attempt to get to that pass. Here's Orzalak. Moving it back to Ondrick. Lansky. Here's Vito. Vito moving it back to Trammell. Trammell over to Vito. Vito, a shot here. That was a blister. But that will line up on the turf. As Pope Francis now will continue to try to play some defense. Here's Ondrick. As the JV, this is happening, the JV team just had a monster goal. I'm not sure who it was, but it was a monster, and there was a huge noise, and we heard it. Man, oh man, so JV must be doing pretty well. That was a bullet that we saw, but for the students on Friday, however, it's going to be a big, big day. I mean, I can't. Andrew is rolling his eyes because he knows I've been talking about this Friday thing for a long, long time. But we are so excited to be able to have a Friday fun day. Now, for the first time since COVID, we're going to have the whole school together one day, all in one, big time Friday.
Just want to say that you all got to hear the wonderful voice of the Cardinals, but to most of the student body here, he is also known as President Gonzalez. He's the president of the entire student body, so that's why he has all the inside scoop and makes all these wonderful announcements about our student life activities. So you'll see him tomorrow morning announcements. You'll see him on various live streams around the building at Pope. But Mr. President, back to you, I guess.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Again, folks, we'd like to remind the student body that for Friday, the seniors will be wearing black, the juniors will be wearing red, sophomores in white, and freshmen in gray. So, plan accordingly for that. There will be more announcements throughout the year as we continue with our many pep rallies. There will be some exciting perks for the class that has the most school spirit. So, stay tuned to the perks that the classes individually will have for each grade. As Pittsfield will try to add another here. Here they come, back and back, but the field goal is good. So going back to that pep rally on Friday, the class with the most school spirit is going to receive some nice perks. That could mean a dress down. That could mean anything. So make sure to wear your school spirit on Friday. I have some things planned for the class with the most school spirit. How about that? As we have our mini pep rallies throughout this academic year. As Ryan Vitavelli will try to add yet another. Here's Roy, moving it back to Martins. Martins trying to move it into Vitavelli. Over to Martins. Martins is a nice shake and bake. He has been breaking ankles all night. I would be afraid to play him. He is just a rumbling bulldozer, if I had to say the least. As the Cardinals will try to add another. Ooh, and Vitavelli just missed the net. Ooh, hurt my hand on that one, too. That was exciting there from Mr. Vitavelli. Wrapped my hand on the chair. So the chair has put a goal on me. It's 1-0 in favor of the chair right now. Ah, my hand is killing me. That's Pittsfield now. It's going to need a comeback here. 24 and change left to go in this game. As Pope Francis started the year undefeated, it's going to look good as they play Longmeadow here on Friday night. Substitution coming in for Pope Francis. It'll be number 2, Nick Dias, coming into the game. And I believe that the senior Jonathan Williams, wearing number 18, will take a seat on the pine. He has put in a nice effort thus far here tonight. He'll take a seat. I'm sure Ryan Davis will come back into this game. Unsung hero, the midfielder, Mr. Davis, as the Cardinals will just keep moving on, trucking forward. Pope Francis, man, oh man, this soccer team is going to be one fun ride to be on this year. So buckle your seatbelts, lock in the Pope Prep, subscribe and like our content, and boom shakalaka, you'll get Pope Prep anywhere. You can watch it anywhere on YouTube. It's one app, one tap, ladies and gentlemen. Now there might be some copyright issues with sports in ESPN, but I like this. I like the catchphrase. I like the quote. As Nick Dias takes a seat on the turf, he can plant his residence on the turf, and he can plant the ball on the turf, because that's where we'll be taking a free kick in a minute. Martins will kick it in. And Martins a shot. Ooh, and it goes between the legs. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Rough night for Will Kinney. Martins nets his second of the night. And just like that, it's 4-1. And Pope Francis is putting exclamation points on this lead. Cody Martins with 2 here tonight. And just like that, rat-tat-tat. Money in the bank, Mr. Martins, superstar for Pope. As we see a sea of substitutions coming in and coming out, Ryan Davis will head back to midfield. Cardinals lead 4-1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cardinal Soccer. Ryan Davis, I mean, from what we've seen tonight from Ryan Davis, Belchertown lost a true asset in number 7. He is the quickster. I mean, again, from personal experience playing tennis with him, he's got some fast feet, and at the midfield spot for Pope, it's a pleasure to have him there, commanding the midfield. Here's Rich Roy. Rich trying to move it up to Mike Bush, goes between his legs. Vitavelli's going to try to help him out, however. Vitavelli's going to look to cross it, trying to find something there, but instead it's just a sea of white jerseys. Here comes Pittsfield, maybe trying to move it up somehow, but that ball will just roll out of bounds. Orzelak will throw it in. Here's Martins. Martins has got it, just Shaking and baking. I'm going to start calling him the Quickster. He is so quick. I mean, his footwork is out of this world. Bush moving up to Rich Roy, right side. Roy looking for a seam and an opening, but the white jerseys closed in on that opening very quickly. About halfway through this second half, and in about 20 minutes, this game will be over, hopefully with the Cardinals on the winning side. Vito trying to hit Cody Martins. Martins trying to get in there, trying to make a play. Davis moving it in. Here's Ferreira. Moving it back to Wolanski. Wolanski chipping over to Russ. B. Ruz moving it into Davis. Davis chipping it back to Wolanski. Wolanski sliding over to Rich Roy, but before he can, the pass was taken in by Pittsfield, and here they come, trying to trot it up the left side. Trying to cross it in the middle. Trujillo's going to come out of his net and grasp the pelota and make the save. Sí, yo hablo en español. Y falo portugués. Bilingual. Vitavelli trying to cross it in now, trying to find something there, trying to find Martins looking for that hat trick. Here's Davis. Davis trying to make a play, trying to keep it in, but it will roll back to Rich Roy at the 30-yard line. Here's Davis. Goes back to Roy. Roy back to Martins. A shot. Ooh, just over the net. Time will just keep rolling on here. On Pope Prep. Can't wait to bring you the rest of our season. Going to be an exciting, exciting fall sports season. With Joe Biden declaring the COVID pandemic over, we have the opportunity now to come together as one and have some fun. Cardinal Nation is flying here tonight. Davis got it over to Wolanski. Wolanski back to Martins. Mr. Ryan Davis. Davis got it back. There's Andy. Moving it back to B. Rose. Be nasty. Moving it into Wolanski. Here's Andy. Andy moving it into Davis. Back over to Martins. As I believe that was Orzelak who took a seat on the turf, so. Julio will cover up. It was a little bit of a challenge there. Cardinals. Good effort in front of these home fans. I believe the JV game on field number 2 has come to a conclusion. So if you're Pittsfield, you may not be able to come back in this one. The deficit may be just too great. Here come the Generals. Trying to move it up the field. Left side they can. But not for long as Ondrick will just chip it out of bounds. Pittsfield, we gotta get something going fast now. This Cardinal team gonna be lots of fun. Our fall sports season is actually going to be pretty good. I like all the teams. It's going to be a nice season. Jason trying to move it up. Here comes Jason. What a run here from Jason. Jason Reiser. Can he go all the way? Can he finish? Oh, just out of reach for Mr. Reiser. Good scoring chance from Jason, but at the end of the day, nothing will amount of it. So. Bad pass again off a goal kick. Just Pittsfield's been a slow night for them after that good start. Martins. Francis. And the opportunities for this boys soccer team this year, sky is the limit, I think. Nice pass from Pittsfield as they'll come in, but pass can't help you shoot. And the shot goes wide of the net. Reiser, can he score now? Jason's got it. Jason trying to do something. Jason's got it. Can he? Oh, off the post. Oh, man. You want Jason to get a goal at this stage of the game, but
You should go up there once or twice to commentate. If it's long enough, you probably get a longer recording.
it was a post for Mr. Reiser. He can't believe himself now. You gotta feel bad for Jason there, man. He was trying to get that goal, trying to make it a 5-1 lead. Pope Francis, man, oh man. It's been a good night for them. Again, folks, we'd like to thank you, the viewers. You guys are the real MVPs at home. Thank you for tuning into this game.
Factory reset. I will factory reset your phone. Do not afraid.
Here's Davis. Over to Martins. Back to Trammell.
You've lost charging privilege.
Trammell. Trying to move it up to Reiser, maybe. Sam Graham trying to get in there.
Play that in like super big decisive game.
Dias trying to make a play, but cannot. And Trulio will eventually cover up and make the save. We'll look to kick it away now. 8 and change left to go now in this game. Now Jason Reiser's running again. Right side, he's got it. Takes a tumble to the turf, takes a seat, and it'll be going away at Pittsfield. There's Davis. Longmeadow will have quite the challenge on Friday. They will have to deal with not only the Cardinals, crowd noise I'm sure will be there. But, you know one thing about Longmeadow that's true. Their fans do travel.
They do. That's true.
You stop bopping to track ass music.
Nick Dias. Dias trying to move it around. Jason Reiser still searching for that one goal. Cannot. Pittsfield now down 4-1, looking to get something going. And down the field, Worslak's going to try to make a play. Cannot. We'll have to go back now. Lincoln. Pittsfield with a nice run here. Here they come. They're going to have to cross it to get anything going. Before they can, it'll be a goal kick. Less than 5 minutes remaining now in this game. Pope Francis. This team is legit. Riser. Trying to make a play with the head. Trying to do a little head ball there. Micah Boso will check into this game. Sam Graham will check out. Here's Trammell. Jack Trammell, goal scorer in this one. Along with Martins and Vitavelli. Here's Davis. Over to Andy. Over to Boso. Gonzalez trying to make a play. The first time we've seen him. Gonzalez has got it. We'll get back to Martins. Cardinals now will start the passing trends. Here's Trammell. Up to Martins. Martins over to Davis. Davis trying to hit Sam Graham. He's going to try to cross it in. But before he can, offsides. He's called. Approaching the final moments of this game. Again, I'd like to thank the phenomenal production team with me today. Andrew Sarrazino, the director, the tech guy.
The actual.
Well, the actual tech guy just left, Mr. Jeffrey. So we got to give props where props due. We can't, And Caleb joining us as well. The next big thing, Caleb, on the production side. Here's Pittsfield. Here's Trammell. Trammell trying to do something. Ooh, that was a big taste of the turf there for that poor Pittsfield player. And he's just shaking up. And he looks like he's injured. A shot here. It's a save. A rebound. Boso will try to make a play. That one will head to the track. Yeah, Caleb's right on. That turf became a slipping slide for that poor Pittsfield player. He will have the turf special for dinner. Here comes Pope Francis, trying to get at least one last rush in. Jonathan Williams onto the field now. Alberto Trulio, this season, it's been his. He has worked very hard. The results are showing. Cardinals are putting in a lot and not letting many in. That's the key to a winning soccer team. 1 minute and change left to go now in this game. Again, we'd like to thank you, the loyal Pope Francis viewers, for tuning in to this game. Cardinals trying to move it up now. Here's Ferreira. Here he comes. Pittsfield will make the play. Again, folks, remind you to join us for Friday night's game. If you can't, that's cool. We'll be broadcasting the game. I'm sure it'll get tons of views. Ryan Davis trying to make a play. The defense for the Cardinals has been there. Continues to be there. Coming up, we got the Cardinal postgame. We'll bring it to you, live reaction from around the Pope sports world, and we'll continue to preview what the matchup with Longmeadow will look like. That's all coming up, the Cardinal postgame. As Pittsfield will look to get one last rush in. How about Pope Francis, ladies and gentlemen? Undefeated start to this season. A 4-1 victory over Pittsfield has happened, and the Pope Francis Cardinals get one better, 4-0 to start the season. Mark Richards is happy with what he has seen, and Pope Francis and that will do it.
Oh, it's just instrumental. Oh, it's this.
That will do it. Coming up, we got the Cardinal post game, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. That's all coming up. Pope Prep, keep it locked, because this is where the undefeated soccer team of boys soccer plays. We'll be back in a flash. Stay tuned, Pope Prep. Back, ladies and gentlemen, coming off another Cardinal win. Winning is becoming a tradition here for Pope Francis now. Starting the season undefeated. Pittsfield, they started off quick tonight. Had that one goal, but the Cardinals bounced back, and they bounced back with their star, Cody Martin, scoring twice. Vitavelli and Termel also netting goals. So Cardinals take this one over Pittsfield by a score of 4-1. Again, folks, coming up Friday night, biggest game of the season as we continue to show you our highlights from this game. Pope Francis will take on Longmeadow. It'll be an exciting one to see for sure. And we hope to see you there. Longmeadow, we're going to have our fans here, so we're going to need some Pope fans to show up to that one. Food truck will be here as well. They'll be serving ice cream on the spot. Snack Shack will be open as always for every home game. And we will continue from there. So, that will just about do it. As our highlight reel will show you the amazing goals. The Ginger Ninja continued his pace tonight, scoring that phenomenal goal at the 2:36 mark in that first half, capping off the 3-1 first half. And Vitavelli was certainly a star of the show there. And then the Cardinals, led by Martins again. And another, there was a trickler that went through the legs of Will Kinney. So, that will just about do it, ladies and gentlemen. For all of our great crew, Mr. Jeffrey along the way, Caleb doing the behind-the-scenes work and the camera operating, Andrew Sarazina being the fine director that he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm AJ Gonsalves, the student government president, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long from Springfield. The Cardinals win. The Cardinals win.